This was a
therapeutic
film. If you can connect with this film, you're gonna love it. Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince and today we're talking about the latest Malayalam film Sunny, which came out on Amazon Prime. Written, directed and produced by Ranjit Sankar, starring Jayasurya who also produced it. As always, watch this film on Discord with other viewers of the channel. If you want to join us in the future, link in the description, come join the community. Now, I've been told that this was Jayasurya's 100th film. What an achievement. But for me, it was my third film of his. First was Yubinte Pushtakam, second was Mumbai Police, and this is the third one. And my first film where he is the lead. Now, honestly, if I didn't read that this is starring Jayasurya, I would have never known. He looked so different, even in the last two films I've seen. And I've been told he's a shapeshifter. He looks very different in each of his films. Now, I'll be a judge of that when I watch more of his films, so do recommend me that in the comments below. Now, as I said in the starting, the movie feels like a therapy session. It's about this one character, Sunny, and it is like a slow paced film. It's very quick, just 90 minutes, that's it. It's a very well made film, looks very good, really like the music, and that's everything I can talk about without getting into the spoilers. To talk more about the film, I need to talk about the plot and what's happening, so I need to go into spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, please stop the video, go watch it and then come back. And I don't know why I keep getting comments about why you're spoiling the movie in a review and all that. I literally give spoiler warning in every video before getting into the spoilers. This is that. So if you haven't seen the movie, you can pause the video, go watch the film and then come back and watch the spoiler part. Also, if you find value in the video, do the like button so the video reaches to more people. Can subscribe and the bell icon. Also, channel membership is live. If you want to support the channel and want it to grow further, consider becoming a member. To know more, click on the join button. Now let's get into the spoiler part. First of all, love the concept, the idea of telling a story about one character through his quarantine period of 7 days in a hotel, a 5-star hotel in this case, Grand Hyatt. I love how they use these 7 days to explore this character. We don't know anything about him, but we get to know him by the end of those 7 days without any exposition or a narration or other character talking about him. Nothing like that. It's straightforward movie about this one character in this one hotel room. That's it. And we only see Jayasurya's face in the movie throughout. There are more characters in the film, but they are just audible, or whenever they come on screen, they have a mask, so we never see their face. And this actually builds up the atmosphere of post-COVID, post-pandemic, what's happening. It has become so normal that we don't see people's faces now. It's always behind the mask. And even the first time Jayasurya removes his mask in the film, we see him through a glass window. It's like the camera is us and we are separated from him because he's in quarantine now. As I said, it's just 90 minutes, really quick, doesn't lag anywhere. Now definitely it's a slow paced film. Some people may find it boring also, but I think it utilizes time very well. Now definitely, there are a lot of metaphors in the film. Because of COVID, you're taking a quarantine period. It's kind of the same thing as taking a break from your life to preserve yourself, to ponder about yourself, to give your body and mind rest. We learn how this character Sunny is going through grief and depression. He's an alcoholic, and without alcohol he's just going crazy. He's becoming suicidal, and because he doesn't get the alcohol, he's getting these withdrawal symptoms. In one of the scenes, Sunny traps an ant, and later when he has a realization, he lets it go. Similarly, he's trapped with everything around him. His marriage is failed, he has lost a kid, he's been betrayed in business, his passion was music but he could not follow it, he has this big debt on him. And as the movie progresses, as he's talking to the doctor who's helping him out, how he develops this unique relationship with this quarantine neighbor, and how by the end of it he starts to endure his life. He stops running away from his problems and he finally opens up himself and let go, like he let go the ant. As I said, really like the music. One of the songs that plays in the climax that was just soul enriching, that's coming into my playlist. There were some few scenes which I really liked. First was the extent he goes to get alcohol, how frustrated he gets. Jayasurya did a really good job and it became believable that he is an alcoholic and he's having those withdrawal symptoms, and it never feels over the top at no point. The scene where we get to know the doctor passed away, that's such a good scene. And that scene is not a sad scene, it's a very cathartic scene. You feel relieved like Sunny in the movie. And when he checks the doctor's DP, this shall pass too. Then when he runs to the lift to have a glance on the neighbor, I was just hoping he doesn't do anything dumb, and he didn't do that. And that shot was really beautiful, where you could see his reflection as well as the girl inside the lift going past by him. Coming to the ending, really liked it. I love the fact that he left that plant and the woman's scarf there. He didn't take it with him, because that was the message of the film, to move on, to stop getting fixated on things. He hadn't moved on from the fact that his daughter died, and he still had her picture, and he assumed that the born to be will be a daughter. Even in the video message he sends to his ex-wife, he believes it will be a daughter because he hadn't let it go. He thinks she will come back, and at the end when he gets the call, your son wants to meet you. It is such a hopeful ending, knowing that he is positive. We don't know what will happen next. Will he survive? Will he not? We have no idea. But still the film ends at that hopeful point. And I was talking on Discord and someone had complained that, why suddenly she changed and all of that. I don't think she changed. If you remember, her status on WhatsApp is, I'll not commit the same mistakes. And she will not. She didn't say, I want to meet you. She said, your son wants to meet you. That means she'll allow him to, take care of the son, be with him. But she's not saying, come back into her life and we'll get married again. Nothing like that. That's not what it implies. Now again, as I said in the beginning, if you can connect with this film, you really love it. But for me, I couldn't connect with the film or the character. All the struggle he faces in the film, I don't feel sympathy for him. Because I feel he's too privileged. Considering the time he is in, he has a roof and food with him. That's enough. Because many out there don't. So, I could never connect with his problems. And from the start, the character appears to be very self-obsessed. Not very likable. There's a dialogue when he calls the driver, to get him booze. And he says, sorry, I cannot. And he cuts the call saying, I'm driving. And he's like, I wish you die on the road. And later when the neighbor's calf is in the balcony, he's just mumbling to himself and insulting her. See, I know there's this Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara argument, these rich kids, rich people, we don't connect with it. Why do we care? We cannot go on this trip and all. But I disagree with that. If people are rich, they are people too. They have their stories too. And a film is supposed to be someone else's story that you can live, right? Even in this film, he's privileged, he has all of that, but he still has problems, which he's dealing with. And that's what the film is about. And they have the full right to tell that story. There's nothing wrong in it. But in the context of this film, it's pandemic. And we know what people went throughout the world. People died without food. They died on roads. So, to feel sympathy for someone living in a 5-star hotel who has food, everything with him is really, really hard for me. And that's a very personal thing. It is not at all a criticism for the film. I think in all departments, the film does a great job. But as I said, it all depends on a connection with the film. If you have that connection, you'll love it. If you don't, you may not. And definitely by the end of the film, I feel for this character, but I don't have any sympathy for him. Now coming to the acting, Jayasurya was just outstanding. He was so good. It's a really hard job, to carry the film throughout. You are the main guy. You are on the screen every time. And there's a whole arc for the character. In the starting, he's not that likable. He's arrogant. He's angry. And how later he changes slowly becomes vulnerable. He breaks down. And to go through that process with him, it's really well done. And definitely shout out to the voice actors. There were so many. Now there's no way I can recognize people with just their voice. But definitely on Discord, there were people, oh, this is Aju Varghese. Oh, this is this is Innocent. So, that was definitely fun, which I missed out on. Overall, again, Malayalam cinema delivers a really well-made film, very interesting concept used, a very intimate story about a character. Again, if you could connect with the film, you would have loved it. If you didn't, it was a good movie anyways. Through channel membership, you can support this channel and help me continue this journey ahead. And in turn, you get various perks. To know more, click on the join button. For more information, check out the community page. So guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you like this, hit the thumbs up button, share this video, let me in the comments your thoughts. If you can subscribe and check out the videos if you like them too, do subscribing, and I'll see you next time.